Well, the isolation previews continue. We're now taking a look at the Group 1 Sandown Cup this Thursday night at Sandown Park. And again, on my right shoulder, George Farrugia. Hello to you, mate.
G'day, mate. How are you today?
I'm going very well. I'm in the broadcast box at Hillsville at the moment as we prepare for the Sandown Cup on Thursday night, mate. What an unbelievable lineup this is, and you must be thrilled because you've got a runner, so well done to you, with True Detective going around in the Sandown Cup this year.
Yeah, we'll be cheering on Bosco from the wide draw. It's a good field. A couple of the leading fancies failed to qualify, and I reckon it's just made this race really, really intriguing. So hopefully we can get the result we want, but it's not going to be easy.
Got a great honour roll this race as well. For prestige, It's as good as it gets, the Sandown Cup for stayers.
Oh, well, Bold Trees, it's famous, isn't it, to win 4 of them. And then you got the likes of Tornado Tears, Liz Reen, of course, who was a greyhound of the year, and Fanta Bale. Who could forget her unbelievable victory running down Dundee Osprey? So you're right, it is an honour roll for the ages.
What about the support card as well? Before we get into the draw, Simon Told Helen lines up after a dazzling win in the Harrison Dawson last week. That grade 8 race, it's a great 6 this week, but how good does that look? Jax Bale, Tiggerlong Tonk, and the star of the show, Simon Told Helen, right up along the inside.
How's the early speed in that race? It's unbelievable. I know Simon Told Helen's drawn box 1. It is the charge of the Light Brigade, that's for sure. But how can you go past the greyhound with the Roman nose?
Yeah, he's going beautifully. Let's take a look at the draw back to the Sandown Cup. Group 1 event over the 7:15. Rockstar Beef's come up with the inside. Connections would be thrilled. Blazing Cartier's drawn his outside, who can use a little bit of the track. He Shall Power, so much X Factor. He's drawn box number 4. And then your boy out there in 7, True Detective. What did you first make of the draw for your boy, and then for the rest of the field as well?
Yeah, look, the first thought was, well, look, we wanted closer to the fence, but he's won group races from as far out as 5, and he's won from every box. So, look, we've just got to take it, and if he's good enough, he'll win, James. I thought Rockstar Beef, clearly he's drawn well. His win there the week before the heats over the 600 from box 1 was really, really good, and Blazing Cartier absolutely loves Sandown Park, so we just cannot dismiss her, whichever box she was going to draw.
Yeah, well, let's take a look at some of these, or all of the heats. We'll start with the Rockstar Beef He Shall Power race. And isn't it crazy, after, what has he had, 71 starts? So after 70 starts, he sets a new personal best, Rockstar Beef, and he rushed away producing the best time of the night, 41.69. But considering he ran the fastest of all of the qualifiers, you'd have to say first go 7:15, He Shall Power was a massive run.
Huge run. And, of course, he's a son of Dundee Osprey, who led this race for such a long way and was only defeated by the champ, Fanta Bale. So the genetics say he's a big chance here again. Yeah, look, Rockstar Beef, I think you hit the nail on the head. He's in career best form, Jim Bob. There's no doubt about it. His runs over 600 and 700 metres have been outstanding. He's been a real good, probably better than bread and butter dog. He's been a star, and he gets an opportunity to join the Group 1 list. I think he's in this up to his ears, clearly now into favouritism with the tab.
Yeah, what about Blazing Cartier and Just Terms? Once she began in front, Blazing Cartier, she probably lacks that little bit of burn through the second 100 to 200 metres, but if she's up near the lead, she's always going to power home at the end. And the run of Just Terms, although beaten a fair way, was positive because she's been so lightly raced of late. I think she'll take a lot of fitness from that run.
Oh, absolutely. And she began cleanly, James. That's the key with her. If Just Terms can get into a forward position, we all know at her best, she's very, very strong. Blazing Cartier was so brave because Mr. Hollywood put it up to her. We know that Mr. Hollywood is a little bit injured, but Blazing Cartier was brilliant. And as I said, continues this unbelievable love affair with Sandown Park. Clearly a better Sandown dog than she is the Meadows, at least on her form.
True Detective went super. His time was good, 41.88. Ella Enchanted, she's always been a greyhound that's threatened to go on and win a big race, and maybe, just maybe, this could be her race, although she's drawn a bit awkwardly this week in 5.
Yeah, she might have been, but I thought it was one of her better runs for a little while, James. Look, we led her at least probably 10 lengths down the back, and she ran us down to about 4 3/4. She's an absolute gun. She was so stiff in last year's version of this race. She may be starting to get back to not her absolute best, because she's a little bit longer in the tooth, but she could be good enough to win the race. And yeah, and our boy does what he does best. If he can jump on that bunny, he might be hard to beat. He's got to do that again this week.
What about Bronski Beat? The slowest of all of the heats, but by far the biggest marginal winner. Scored by 10 lengths, went 42.07. Zipping Clifford was caught up in that that trouble behind the leader early in the race. They just continued to pack up, and no greyhounds, barring Bronski Beat, could get into the clears. So that greyhound was just able to run them into the ground.
Well, we often talk about early speed with maybe more sprint races, James, but it's equally as important over the distance as well, if you can get out and go. And Bronski Beat's certainly no slouch. His splits were really good. And look, he's drawn out there on the track. There's going to be a mad charge to that first corner, and he might get the nice saloon passage across.
Well, selections time, mate. Are you going your boy on top, Bosco? Can he win the Sandown Cup?
Look, I think he can win it, but my numbers are 2, 1, 7 and 5. I just really like the way Blazing Cartier goes at Sandown. I think if she's close enough, she may have enough to run down the likes of Rockstar Beeve in this race. So I've got her on top to beat Rockstar Beeve. As I said, racing in career best form over 600 and 700 metres. We can't dismiss the fact that he ran a PB. Number 7, True Detective. Yeah, look, I hope our boy can just jump and get into a position. He's proven at this level, James, and we hope he can do it again. And I really thought Ella Enchanter's run was really eye-catching. 2, 1, 7 and 5 are my numbers. What about you?
I'm going to go 1, 2, 4 and 7. I'm leaning to Rockstar Beaver. I just think the fastest qualifier then comes up with box number 1. And he handled box number 1 over the 595 with such class 2 runs ago, as you already said earlier, George, that I think he's going to be really hard to beat. So I've gone the 1 on top. I thought there wasn't a great deal between Blazing Cartier, He Shall Power, and your boy True Detective. Just needs a bit of luck getting across. And I think that trio, they are the 3 dangers in the race. But Ella Enchanted just termed. You just never quite know how they're going to go. But $20 spend, I'm going to have $10 each way on the red. I just think the price is okay considering, look, so many times, George, after the race, we say the fastest qualifier came out, won the final. Could be the case again. What are you putting your 20 on?
Yeah, my 20 is on Blazing Cartier. I just, she won a similar race here at nice odds against probably the better stayers in the country with Here's Tears and Co in the race, and she handled herself really well. This probably isn't as strong if you think about it. So especially if she can begin like she did, James, I think she'll be a huge chance. So $20 on the nose, Blazing Cartier.
Sure to be a great race, Georgie boy. Is there anything more to add, mate? You've got the Watchdog app downloaded. I know Sandown are doing a lot of live streaming around the event as well. It's going to be huge.
It is. It's been a terrific carnival under duress, really. I mean, we've had some super winners, Black Opium, Simon Told Helen, who can add their name to the honour roll of this unbelievable Sandown Cup.
Well, the superstar stayers clash in the Sandown Cup this Thursday night. Tune in. It's going to be a race for the ages.